Give one prompt at a time. One of the most common mistakes when prompting chatgpt is to ask for too many things at once. This risks the unevenly focusing on some elements of the tasks over others. Counteract this by breaking tasks down into simple, singular prompts. Chatgpt is your intern who requires focused guidance, and don't forget this when prompting it to perform. Even when you ask chatgpt to rework something it has produced, change one thing first. After that, change another thing. Give incremental instructions to see the working and adapt accordingly. In an ideal world, your prompt is 80% context and 20% instruction. You're trying to give more than enough information to guarantee the perfect output. It definitely takes a little longer, but the results will be worth it. If in doubt, ask chatgpt, "Where shall we start?" and get its suggestions for how to best begin. Craft precise instructions. If you give vague prompts, you will get vague results. When prompting chatgpt, you should not only follow the 9 rules for an effective prompt, but also ask chatgpt if the prompt you're about to give is suitable. As you might expect, chatgpt composes very good prompts for chatgpt. So ask it to critique what you're about to say and get its ideas for amendments. It's safe to assume that people who say chatgpt produces mediocre writing are simply providing mediocre prompts. With careful consideration of what you ask for and how you describe it, you can create complex masterpieces that you wouldn't know a human didn't write. Go into detail about the outcome. Do you want an article, a tweet, or a haiku? 2 sentences, 1 punchy paragraph, or a list of 7 ideas. Be precise in every instruction to get exactly what you need. Be clear in your communication. Imagine that a new intern called Chad came to work at your company. You wouldn't sit them in the corner without giving them any context or instructions, and expect them to conjure up miracles out of nowhere. It's exactly the same with chatgpt. To set up for success, explain what you want to write. Create a checklist, explain the rationale behind your prompt, and check chatgpt has everything it needs before it begins. Don't let it go off on its own steam without being totally clear. It knows the goal. That's a waste of tokens, energy, and everyone's time. Ask it if your communication is clear. Consider asking it to repeat the task back to you to make absolutely sure.